सो व्हाट इज दिस पिक्चर डिपिक्टिंग? जिससे मैं पूछूंगी वही बताएगा। ये पिक्चर में क्या दिख रहा है वो तुम्हें आंसर करना है। तुम लास्ट में बैठ गए इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि तुम क्लास का पार्ट नहीं हो, तुमसे बात मैं नहीं कर रही हूँ। So I will ask from the last bench first. हाँ, वो सुमित सक्षम के पास जो है उसको, हाँ क्या दिख रहा है बेटा इस पिक्चर में? यू हैव टू डिस्क्राइब व्हाट इज दिस डायग्राम डिपिक्टिंग। क्या दिख रहा है? हाँ, बुक्स ले ली आप लोगों ने एम्ब्रियोलॉजी की? तुमने क्यों नहीं ली अभी तक? कब लोगी? पूरा साल हो जाएगा तब। आज ही ले लेना जहां से कल की आवाज आ रही है। हाँ बिल्कुल बात मत करो, बाहर कर दूंगी मैं अगर मुझे जहां से भी जो भी मुझे बात करता हुआ दिखा वो जो भी बोल रही हो उसे सुनो। हाँ क्या है ये? हाँ सबसे पहले तो तुम ये जो ऑरेंज कलर स्ट्रक्चर है ये क्या है? इट इज द यूट्रस एंड विच लेयर ऑफ यूट्रस इज विजिबल? मायोमेट्रियम और एंडोमेट्रियम, सारी लेयर्स विजिबल है। वैसे यूटेराइन कैविटी है, नहीं ठीक है, मैंने भी अभी नोटिस किया कि देयर इज यूटेराइन कैविटी, एंडोमेट्रियम, मायोमेट्रियम एंड द पेरीमेट्रियम। Then what else is there? Then what is happening? Oocyte is expelled from the ovary. So at which day of the menstrual cycle ovulation occurs? Sit down. हाँ बेटा, sit down. हाँ. At which day of the menstrual cycle ovulation occurs? हाँ. At 14th day of the menstrual cycle ovulation occurs. And at the time of ovulation oocyte is in which stage? वो प्राइमरी oocyte है या सेकेंडरी oocyte है? सेकेंडरी oocyte which has completed the first meiotic division, है ना? फर्स्ट meiotic division complete हो गया है, एक पोलर बॉडी एक्सपेल हो गई है, उसके बाद में 14th डे पे ओव्यूलेशन occurs। उसके बाद में 12 to ये 1-2 नंबर कौन डिस्क्राइब करेगा? रेज योर हैंड, जितना पता है उतना बताना है। रेज योर हैंड, आगे की सीक्वेंस ऑफ इवेंट्स, रेज योर हैंड। तुम्हारा मन नहीं है या मतलब ये तो तुम्हें पहले से पता है ना? व्हाट इज 1, व्हाट इज 2, क्या दिख रहा है इस पिक्चर में? सी दिस इज द समरी ऑफ, हाँ तुम उठ जाओ, हाँ बताओ। हाँ सी दिस इज द समरी ऑफ फर्स्ट वीक ऑफ डेवलपमेंट। सो व्हेन डज फर्स्ट वीक स्टार्ट? It starts with the ovulation or fertilization. It starts at the fertilization and it ends at implantation. So first week of development starts at fertilization, it ends at implantation. अब secondary जो oocyte है that is expelled from the ovary, उसके बाद क्या हुआ? Fertilization will occur after how many days of ovulation? 12 to 24 hours, because 24 hours is the lifespan of the oocyte, otherwise it will be destroyed. So if fertilization has to occur, it should be within 12 to 24 hours. उसके बाद क्या होगा? नेक्स्ट क्या है? 1, 2 क्या है? हाँ 2 में नहीं, यहाँ जो इस पिक्चर में 2 दिख रहा है वो क्या है? हाँ fertilize, this is the process of the fertilization. You can identify क्या दिख रहा है? There are many sperms. One of the sperm has entered inside. ये red colored layer क्या है? Zona pellucida. So it has entered inside the zona pellucida. अब ये third stage क्या हुआ? Sit down. हाँ? Fusion of the nuclei or the 2 pronuclei, they have like they will be arranging in the center. वो उनके chromosomes जो है वो center में इधर arrange हो गए हैं। Actually this is depicting the formation of pronuclei. Shape change हो गया है, देखो यहाँ पे the shape of the sperm has changed and the pronuclei have formed, है ना? And then you can see the chromosomes, they have अरेंज्ड एट द सेंटर, उसके बाद क्या होगा, एज सून एज फर्टिलाइजेशन अकर्स व्हाट स्टार्ट, द क्लीवेज डिविजन। वो कहते हैं एज सच जाइगोट जैसा कुछ परसिस्ट ही नहीं करता है, क्योंकि जैसे ही फ्यूजन होता है क्लीवेज डिविजन स्टार्ट। what is the difference between cleavage and mitosis? हाँ, absence of, अब बोलो, हाँ, absence of S phase. S phase is what? DNA replication, या फिर हम इसे और सिंप्लीफाइड वर्ड में करें, एस फेज में होना क्या चाहिए था, एक्चुअली नो ग्रोथ अकर्स। जितना वो ज़ोना पेलुसिडा रेस्ट्रिक्टेड है वहां पे सिर्फ डिविजन हो जाएगा, सेल का कोई ग्रोथ नहीं हो रहा है। तो ये क्लीवेज डिविजन विल स्टार्ट एंड देन व्हाट इज दिस, कितने सेल्स फॉर्म हो गए, 2 सेल स्टेज आ गई, ठीक है। अब ये जो 2 सेल स्टेज है इट अकर्स 30 आवर्स आफ्टर फर्टिलाइजेशन। ये जो आवर्स हैं वो किसके हैं, आफ्टर फर्टिलाइजेशन, क्योंकि हम बोल ही रहे हैं कि एम्ब्रियो स्टार्ट ही कब से हो रहा है, आफ्टर फर्टिलाइजेशन। तो ये 30 आवर्स आफ्टर फर्टिलाइजेशन 2 सेल स्टेज अकर्स, देन every 24 hours and then after every 12 hours next cleavage division will be occurring. So after 3 days this stage will come. What is this stage? इसके इन सेल को काउंट मत करना, हाँ कितने, morula stage. So the morula stage, how many cells, 16 cell stage is the morula stage, and that morula stage it occurs, it comes 3 days after fertilization. So after 72 hours of fertilization, now the product of conception is in 16 cell stage. अब 3 days हो गए, पूरा वीक है, फर्स्ट वीक ऑफ डेवलपमेंट है, हमने स्टार्ट फर्टिलाइजेशन से करा था, उसके बाद 3 days में मॉरुला बन गया। फिर 4th डे में देखो ये कहाँ तक आ गया है, कौन सा पार्ट है यूटेराइन ट्यूब का, isthmus. So this is the isthmus part of the uterine tube, and then you can see again then this is the intramural part, I would say, of the uterine tube, and then further division will occur. Now the cavity has not appeared. After 5 days of fertilization, यहाँ पे देखो क्या disappear हो गया है, zona pellucida. So one prerequisite or one thing which is required for fertilization, implantation to occur is the disappearance of zona pellucida. This is the prerequisite. If zona pellucida does not disappear, implantation will not occur, because then the trophoblast will not be able to come in contact with the uterine endometrium. So at around 5th day after fertilization, zona pellucida disappears, and now the product of conception is in which stage, blastocyst stage, because a cavity has appeared in it. This cavity is known as blastosphere. So at the time of implantation, product of conception is in which stage, morula or blastula, blastula or blastocyst stage. Now this blastocyst, you can see it has differentiated into 2 kinds of cells also. There is inner cell mass, there is outer cell mass. So trophoblasts have also appeared. The trophoblast cells are the cells which invade or which cause lysis of the uterine endometrium. So the lysis of the uterine endometrium is done by the trophoblast. Now 2nd week of development, it starts with the implantation. So 1st week starts at fertilization, it ends at implantation. Usually it is said that implantation starts at 6th day, but it is not completed by that. बस वो अभी कहाँ तक कहाँ होता है, what is the normal site of implantation? What is the normal? Can implantation occur in the uterine tube also? Sometimes it occurs when that is ectopic pregnancy. But what is the normal site of implantation? Upper part of the uterus or the fundus, mostly posterior wall. So that is the normal site of the implantation. So that implantation, it begins at around 6th day after the disappearance of the zona pellucida on 5th day. पूरी जो एम्ब्रियोलॉजी ये वाली है ना जनरल, ये सारे ही MCQs बनते हैं. जोना पेलुसिडा कब डिसअपियर होता है, इम्प्लांटेशन कौन से डे पे होता है, तो ऐसे करके बस रिमेम्बर. और अगर तुमको एग्जाम में फिगर बनाने को आ जाए कि ड्रॉ अ डायग्राम फॉर द फर्स्ट वीक ऑफ डेवलपमेंट, तो यही डायग्राम बनाना है तुमको. इसमें सारा है, इसको प्रॉपरली लेबल करना, मॉरुला क्या है, ब्लास्टुला क्या है, वही दिखना चाहिए. कहाँ पहुंच गया है, वो 3rd डे पे बन गया है. विथ प्रॉपर लेबलिंग, दिस इज द समरी ऑफ द फर्स्ट वीक ऑफ डेवलपमेंट फ्रॉम फर्टिलाइजेशन टिल इम्प्लांटेशन. नाउ वो जो हमने पढ़ लिया है ये समरी है. So after cleavage, zygote reaches the 2-cell stage. Series of mitotic division occurs in which only the cell number increases. The size of that, the size of the cell, it doesn't increases. Even the size of the cell is reduced. A number of blastomeres will be formed after 3rd cleavage. Increase in contact between the blastomeres occurs. So compact मॉर्यूला बन जाएगा. जब मॉर्यूला कॉम्पैक्ट हो जाएगा, तो मॉर्यूला इज दी 16 सेल स्टेज एंड दिस स्टेज कम्स 3 days आफ्टर फर्टिलाइजेशन. सो दिस इज दी मॉर्यूला. सो देर आर 2 ग्रुप्स ऑफ सेल्स. जब वो कैविटी अपीयर हो गई, जैसे ही कैविटी अपीयर हुई तो क्या होगा, देर आर 2 masses ऑफ द सेल. देर इज एन इनर सेल मास, देर इज एन outer cell mass. Inner cell mass is known as embryoblast and outer cell mass is known as trophoblast. So now 2 types of 2 groups of cells are there, embryoblast and the trophoblast. So at day 1 it is the 2-cell stage. After 2 days you can see the number has started increases, and 2.5 day, at 2 days 4 cell, 2.5 day 9 cell, 16 cell stage comes at after 3 days after fertilization, then 58 cell 4 days, and even the cavity has started appearing on the 4th day. So morula at 3rd day, then blastula at 4th day. So at 5th day zona pellucida disappears, and then you can see the size of the cavity has increased and blastocyst has got 107 cells. So then the blastocyst formation occurs, the morula reaches the uterine cavity, the fluid starts filling from the inner cell mass. कौन से सेल्स हैं ये जो एरो अभी ये है, क्या है ये क्या है, पहले ये बताओ. मॉरुला, क्योंकि इसमें कोई भी कैविटी नहीं है. 16 सेल स्टेज है, इससे ज्यादा होंगे तो मॉरुला नहीं होगा. नाउ दिस इज द ब्लास्टोसिस्ट cavity which has got, and now this blastocyst has got 2 types of cells. येलो वाले क्या है, एम्ब्रियोब्लास्ट, और पेरीफेरी पे क्या है, ट्रोफोब्लास्ट. तो एम्ब्रियोब्लास्ट एंड ट्रोफोब्लास्ट. So blastocyst, embryoblast, inner cell mass is at 1 pole and outer cell mass, it forms the epithelial lining of the blastocyst. Zona pellucida has to disappear for implantation, otherwise implantation will not occur. Now 2nd week of development. So now you can see the trophoblasts have started invading the uterine endometrium. What is the lining of uterine endometrium? Which epithelium? Columnar epithelium. So these have started invading the columnar. What else is there in the uterine endometrium? और क्या क्या मिलेगा जब इन्वेड कर रहा है, तो will it go till myometrium or will it stop in the endometrium? It will stop in the endometrium. So बाद में उसको जाएगा, लेकिन अभी क्या है, एंडोमेट्रियम से पूरा कवर्ड रहेगा. क्या क्या स्ट्रक्चर्स मिलेंगे एंडोमेट्रियम में? हर किसी में एक लाइनिंग है. तुम लोग मेंस्ट्रुअल साइकिल में पढ़ते हो, क्या इंक्रीज होता है एंडोमेट्रियम में? देयर इज यूटेराइन स्ट्रोमा, देयर आर यूटेराइन ग्लैंड्स, एंड देन कौन सा डे है ये? अब मेंस्ट्रुअल साइकिल तो वैसा ही चल रहा है, भले ही फर्टिलाइजेशन हो गया है, So 14th day के बाद में अब यहाँ पे क्या क्या मिलेगा? यहाँ glands are there, spiral arteries are there, so they will be present in the uterine endometrium. That means the trophoblast will be invading the glands, they will be invading the uterine arteries. So it has started. So on the 6th day, trophoblast cells near the embryoblast begin to penetrate the uterine mucosa, and enzymes produced by the trophoblast and uterine mucosa also help in this invasion. And at the end of the first week, the end of the first week is the beginning of implantation. Implantation is not completed at 6th day or the 7th day. Beginning of implantation has occurred. Only thing is blastocyst has come in contact with the uterine endometrium. It has started invading the endometrium, but it has not reached inside the endometrium. So that thing occurs in the second week of development. Now can you identify different structures? What is this? This is the uterine endometrium, and it is lined by which epithelium? The columnar epithelium. Now here you can see the trophoblasts are invading the uterine endometrium. These are the uterine glands present in the endometrium, plus the arteries, the capillaries, they are also present in the endometrium. And now can you identify the different cells which are present? ये pink और yellow क्या है? That means trophoblasts have also differentiated into two kinds of cells in second week of development, or the differentiation begins in the first week itself. So what are the two types of trophoblasts? The cytotrophoblasts, yellow colored ones are the cytotrophoblasts, and this syncytium, this mass, these are the syncytiotrophoblasts. So syncytiotrophoblasts, basically they are invading the uterine endometrium, and here you can see the embryoblasts have also differentiated into two kinds of cells. कौन से? Two layers of cells actually, epiblast and the hypoblast. So can you identify the cells? I mean तुम्हें इन दोनों टाइप के सेल्स में कुछ डिफरेंस दिख रहा है? Which kind of epithelium is the blue one or the epiblast, and which kind of epithelium is this one? Epiblasts are columnar cells, hypoblasts are cuboidal cells. इसमें squamous लग रहे हैं, वो flat लग रहे हैं, लेकिन hypoblasts are cuboidal cells and epiblasts are the columnar cells. So epiblasts and hypoblasts are derived from embryoblasts, and cyto and syncytiotrophoblasts are derived from trophoblasts. So that means along with the process of implantation, differentiation of the cells is also occurring simultaneously. Trophoblasts have differentiated into two layers, and the embryoblasts have also differentiated into two layers. अब इसी पिक्चर में यहाँ पे जो दिख रहा है, एक बार पूरा देख लो फिर हम पढ़ लेंगे. Two cavities will also appear in the product of conception. One is the amniotic cavity. This amniotic cavity will appear between the cytotrophoblast at one end and epiblast at the other end. So this cavity is the amniotic cavity. आगे और क्लियर हो जाएगा, बाकी की चीजें हम देखेंगे. So what is occurring at the day 8? Partial embedding of the blastocyst and further differentiation of trophoblasts into syncytiotrophoblasts, sorry the I is missing, and the cytotrophoblasts, and the formation of amniotic cavity is also occurring at day 8. So amniotic cavity is forming at day 8, and the cytotrophoblasts are further they are differentiating into syncytiotrophoblasts. Basically syncytiotrophoblasts are derived from cytotrophoblasts. Cytotrophoblasts have a regular cell membrane. If they lose their cell membrane, they will pass into that syncytial mass. तो वहीं से differentiate होके cytotrophoblasts किस में जा रहे हैं? They are forming the syncytiotrophoblasts. So this all differentiation is occurring at the 8th day. So yellow colored layer is which? ये क्या है? Which is this layer? This yellow colored, dark yellow colored layer? Cytotrophoblast. These cells are losing their cell membrane, and simultaneously they are forming certain other kinds of cells. This is the syncytial mass or the syncytiotrophoblasts. So syncytiotrophoblasts, cytotrophoblast, the inner cell mass has differentiated into epiblast and the hypoblast. One cavity has appeared in between the cytotrophoblast and the epiblast. That cavity is the amniotic cavity. अब ये जो amniotic cavity appear हुई है, it is lined by amniogenic cells which secrete amniotic fluid. Now older books write that amnioblasts are derived from epiblast, and newer books are saying amnioblasts or the amniogenic cells, they are derived from the cytotrophoblast. तो अभी तुम जो बुक जो न्यूअर एडिशन पढ़ रहे हो, या तो ये नीचे से आया है और या ये ऊपर से आया है. तो अगर एपिब्लास्ट से नहीं आया तो किससे आया है? इट इज derived from the cytotrophoblast. So amniogenic cells are the cells which are differentiated from the cytotrophoblast, and they have lined this cavity and they are responsible for secreting the amniotic fluid. You all know that the fetus is surrounded by the amniotic fluid. The Likert should be normal, वो सबको पता है. 800 to 1000 ml इसकी normal limit होती है. So that amniotic fluid is secreted by these amniogenic cells, and these cells are derived from the cytotrophoblast. One more thing which is important in the second week of development, how many layers are there in the inner cell mass? How many layers are there? 2 layers. One is the epiblast and one is the hypoblast. So at second week of development, the product of conception is a bilaminar germ disc. It has not got, I would say, any germ layer. अभी मैंने जो epiblast और हम hypoblast कह रहे हैं, we are not saying ectoderm and endoderm. That was the older concept. They say that all the germ layers in the third week of development, they are derived from the epiblast cells. So in the second week of development, there are only 2 layers, epiblast and hypoblast in the inner cell mass. And then ये जो exocoelomic cavity और membrane, इसको हम बात करेंगे subsequent day में. So mononucleated layer of cells that is mitotically active. These cells are the cytotrophoblast. Newly formed cells migrate into syncytiotrophoblasts where they fuse and lose their membrane. So this is how the syncytiotrophoblasts are derived from the cytotrophoblast. And syncytiotrophoblasts are rapidly expanding, multinucleated, no cell boundaries are discernible. So if no cell boundaries, they are syncytio. If they have got a particular cell membrane, then those cells are cytotrophoblast. Now, in the second week of development, when the syncytiotrophoblasts are forming from the cytotrophoblast, they secrete a hormone that is human chorionic gonadotropin, and this is the hormone which people utilize in the pregnancy test. So second week of development कौन से day से कौन से day तक है after fertilization? Menstrual cycle से correlate करो, second week कब है? From नहीं 7 to 14 है, लेकिन menstrual cycle के कौन से day से है? क्योंकि 14th day पे ovulation हुआ है. 21 to 28 days. So that means missed period will be detected at only 28th day, and at that time to confirm the pregnancy, even the pregnancy test can be done with the help of human chorionic gonadotropin. और बहुत confirm जो है वो after 10 days of the missed period आता है, लेकिन human chorionic gonadotropin, its level will start increasing in the second week of development. That means from 21st day till the 28th day. So So after a missed period, the pregnancy can be confirmed by the human chorionic gonadotropin. अब वही MCQ can be asked, human chorionic gonadotropin is secreted by syncytiotrophoblasts. So syncytiotrophoblasts produce hormone human chorionic gonadotropin. It enters the maternal blood and it forms the basis for the pregnancy test. And HCG maintains the hormonal activity of the corpus luteum in the ovary during pregnancy. Why it is required to maintain the corpus luteum, until what time it is maintained? HCG is maintaining the corpus luteum. Otherwise, the corpus luteum will be degenerated at 28th day. So why it is required? Why corpus luteum is required? It will secrete what? Progesterone. And that function of corpus luteum will be taken by placenta after 3rd month of pregnancy. So till 3rd month, corpus luteum has to be maintained, and that is maintained by the HCG. So in the 2nd week of development, a cavity appears in the embryoblast, and this is the primordium of the amniotic cavity. Now this green colored layer, ये जो cells हैं, these are the trophoblasts, and blue colored cells are the embryoblast, and you can see a cavity has appeared in the blue colored cells, and this cavity is the primitive amniotic cavity, and it is lined by amniogenic cells. And then even the differentiation of embryoblast cells has also occurred into 2 layers, the hypoblast layer and the epiblast layer. So these 2 layers, they form the bilaminar germ disc. So hypoblasts are cuboidal in shape and epiblast are columnar in shape. Again, you can identify different structures. These are the uterine gland. This is the uterine endometrium. And you can see the syncytio and cytotrophoblasts. They are invading the uterine endometrium. The amniotic cavity has appeared in it. And then you can see it is going inside the endometrium. Now this is the diagram to depict the day 9 after fertilization. Can you identify what change particularly has occurred at day 9? Day 8 के बाद में इसमें ऐसा क्या दिख रहा है अलग सा? हाँ. This is the day 9 of the trophoblast में क्या हो रहा है? Lacunae has started appearing in the syncytio-trophoblast layer. Day 8 पे ऐसा नहीं था. एक सेकंड में देख लेती हूँ, पीछे नहीं जा रहा स्लाइड. अच्छा ठीक है, lacunae has started appearing. और कोई चेंज जो बहुत पर्टिकुलर होता है डे 9 के लिए और जो आपको इसमें दिख रहा है? देखो, हाँ, साइटोट्रोफोब्लास्ट पहले भी थे ना. एक्सोसिलोमिक कैविटी इसमें अपीयर हो गई है. अच्छा, एक्सोसिलोमिक मेम्ब्रेन हुआ है. अच्छा, एक्सोसिलोमिक कैविटी भी हो गई है. और हाँ, फाइब्रिन प्लग जो है ना, दैट इज मतलब इट इज वेरी पर्टिकुलर कि ये जो डिफेक्ट था फॉर इम्प्लांटेशन, दैट इज क्लोज्ड बाय द फाइब्रिन कोएगुलम एट डे 9. So this fibrin coagulum closes the defect in the uterine endometrium at day 9. This is particular कि बाकी सारे changes हो सकता है पहले से शुरू हो गए हो, बाद में हो रहे हो, लेकिन ये day 9 fibrin coagulum ये अच्छे से याद रख लेना. So at day 9 and 10, blastocyst is more deeply embedded. Penetration defect is closed by the fibrin coagulum. You have clearly exactly identified vacuoles appear in the syncytio-trophoblast and they will fuse to form the lacunae, and development of large lacunae are there, and this is the lacunar stage. There is formation of exocoelomic membrane and there is formation of primitive yolk sac. So this is the day development at day 9 and 10 after fertilization. So here you can identify this is the embryonic disc which has invaded the uterine endometrium, and you can see the defect is closed by the fibrin plug. Again this is totally inside the uterine endometrium, and there is inner cell mass, outer cell mass, and it is lying inside the endometrium. So now, अब क्या चेंज दिख रहा है? ये रेड कलर पहले था, नहीं था, तो ये रेड कलर क्या है? हाँ हाँ, आर्टरी, आर्टीरियल सप्लाई। अच्छा, एक चीज यहाँ पे बिल्कुल ठीक आइडेंटिफाई किया है, when the trophoblasts are invading the endometrium, they will invade the uterine glands, they will expand, and one more thing, they will invade the wall of the arteries. और ये सारे चेंजेस किस तरफ, मुझे बताओ, जब तक ये आर्टरीज नहीं है वो तब तक न्यूट्रिशन कैसे ले रहा था? योग सैक से ले रहा था न्यूट्रिशन, एंड प्लस द न्यूट्रिशन वाज अकरिंग थ्रू diffusion. So uterine glands were secreting something, and through diffusion the things were going to the small product of conception. Now the size of the product of conception is increasing day by day, so its nutritional demands will increase. Accordingly, it will invade the blood capillaries. So for the nutrition purpose, we can say this change is occurring, and you can see. So this we can say is the beginning of formation of placenta. The particular placental villi have not appeared, but the syncytiotrophoblasts, and one thing I tell you, the two layers, the cytotrophoblast and the syncytiotrophoblasts, these two layers, they participate in the formation of placental villi, and at around 11 or 12th day, they start invading the arteries or the capillaries. Spiral arteries are there, and you can see blood. Now the lacuna present in the syncytiotrophoblasts, they have filled with the blood. एक cavity हमने discuss कर ली है, that is the amniotic cavity. Now some books write और most of the books I would say कहीं कुछ गलत से diagram रहते हैं. Amniotic cavity at its roof is lined by amniogenic cell, and can you identify at its base is lined by which kind of cells? These are the columnar cells. So epiblast cells are forming its base, and the lining epithelium at its roof is the amniogenic cell. So one more cavity appears towards the other pole, and that cavity is known as exocoelomic cavity or the primitive yolk sac. Now this cavity at its roof is lined by hypoblast cells, and then the other part of this cavity is lined by flattened cells, and these cells are known as, or this membrane is known as exocoelomic membrane or Husser's membrane. Maybe after the name of the scientist, this exocoelomic cavity is lined by a membrane. That membrane is Husser's membrane. Husser's membrane has got flattened cells. So this is the primitive yolk sac, and then again you can see there is one more cavity or one more space is created between the cytotrophoblast and the primitive yolk sac. Now this space is known as extra embryonic coelom. This was exocoelom or primitive yolk sac. इसके बाहर ये जो space बन रहा है between the cytotrophoblast and the Husser's membrane or the yolk sac, this is known as extra embryonic coelom. अगर कुछ word extra embryonic coelom दिया है तो मतलब intra embryonic coelom भी होना चाहिए. तो intra embryonic coelom होता है, body cavity is there. You know there are two cavities in human beings. कौन सी? The thoracic cavity and the abdominal cavity. So that is actually the intraembryonic coelom, which is divided by diaphragm only. There is no bone or nothing. There is only a diaphragm, and जब development हो रहा है तो एक single cavity है intraembryonic coelom. लेकिन वो बनने से पहले और further development होने से पहले there is an extra embryonic coelomic cavity, and it appears between the cytotrophoblast and the yolk sac cavity. देखो जो एम्ब्रियोलॉजी है उसमें तुम्हें ये डायग्राम्स हैं वो ठीक से देखने पड़ेंगे till the time you are reading general embryology. And if the concepts in general embryology is a story kind of, I would say, अगर पीछे का पार्ट पता है तो आगे अपने आप समझ आ जाएगा. तो अगर जनरल तुमको क्लियर हो जाएगा, हमने क्या पढ़ा था, till 8 weeks what do we call as product of conception? It is it is embryo, and after 8 weeks it is fetus. So till 8 weeks every tissue, every system will be formed, and that development we are reading in the general embryology. So general अगर clear है तो अपने आप जो systemic development है that will be clear to you. तो अभी बस याद रखना है, this is the exocoelom and this is the extra embryonic coelom. Exocoelom में cavity is also known as primitive yolk sac. So here also you can identify, these are the cytotrophoblasts, these are syncytiotrophoblasts, they are invading the uterine glands, and then they are invading the spiral arteries also. So maternal blood, it is coming in contact or it is coming inside the syncytiotrophoblasts. Here you can identify. And then now this is the beginning of formation of placental villi. प्लेसेंटा पे पूरा क्लास है, इसी विलस को हम क्लासिफाई करते हैं प्राइमरी विलस, सेकेंडरी विलस एंड टर्शियरी विलस. So primary villus consists of a cytotrophoblastic core and it is surrounded by syncytiotrophoblasts. Villi or placental villi are what? They are actually certain finger-like projections. And what is projecting in the endometrium or what is projecting inside which layer is projecting inside the endometrium? Syncytiotrophoblasts and cytotrophoblasts. So these placental villi, they are made up of cytotrophoblasts and syncytiotrophoblasts. So primary villus तो इसी से बना है क्योंकि यही जो layer है, it is invading the endometrium. Now at day 11 and 12, तो तुम लोग continuously बात कर रहे हो, तुम्हें summarize करना है ये फिर. There are certain questions also in the end, so you have to answer. So by day 11 and 12, blastocyst is completely embedded and the defect is closed by the uterine endometrium itself. Day 9 पे कौन close कर रहा था? Fibrin coagulum. तो अब वो fibrin coagulum भी displace हो गया है. Day 11 और 12 पे क्या हो रहा है? The uterine endometrium or the columnar epithelium. Now the surface epithelium is closing the defect. There are large number of lacunar spaces, erosion of the endothelial lining of the maternal capillaries. There is formation of sinusoids. Syncytial lacunae become continuous with the sinusoids, and this is the beginning of development of uteroplacental circulation. So by around day 12 after fertilization or day 11 or after fertilization, the beginning of uteroplacental circulation occurs. तुमको एग्जाम में पूरा वीक डिस्क्राइब करने को आता है, एक डे मतलब पर्टिकुलरली याद नहीं रखने होते हैं, पर यहाँ बहुत पर्टिकुलर है जहाँ पे डेज का है. दैट इज व्हाई आई एम टेलिंग. So new population of cells from the yolk sac cells, they are also derived and they will be lining the extra embryonic coelom. Exocoelom क्या है? What is exocoelom? Exocoelom is also known as primitive yolk sac, and primitive yolk sac is lined by which membrane? Husser's membrane. So outside the exocoelom there is extra embryonic coelom, and that extra embryonic coelom will be lined by certain cells which are derived from the yolk sac cells. ठीक है, अब वो yolk sac cells क्या है या वो layer क्या है? Two layers will be lining the and even at 12th day after fertilization, that means implantation has now occurred and now it is completed also. So a small elevation is seen in the uterine wall because the product of conception has implanted inside the endometrium. So by 12th day, a surface projection or a small elevation, it can be detected in the uterine endometrium. Now by day 11 and day 12, there is formation of this development of extra embryonic mesoderm. Now this extra embryonic, the cells of the extra embryonic mesoderm are derived from the yolk sac cells. So these the extra embryonic mesoderm will consist of two layers, the somatopluric layer and the splanchnopluric layer. अब ये somatopluric और splanchnopluric layer क्या है वो इस वाले पिक्चर में देख लेते हैं. Now this is the extra embryonic coelomic cavity. It will be lined by two layers. The inner layer will be splanchnopluric mesodermal layer and the outer layer will be somatopluric mesodermal layer, and both the layers are derived from the yolk sac cells. So extra embryonic mesoderm will have two parts. अभी तुम्हें नहीं भी याद हो तो भी तुम्हें याद हो जाएगा क्योंकि आगे इंट्रा एम्ब्रियोनिक mesoderm में भी यही लेयर होती है. What are the two kinds of pleura? Parietal pleura and the visceral pleura. Parietal pleura is derived from somatic layer of the mesoderm and visceral pleura is derived from the splanchnic layer of the mesoderm. Which is inner? Visceral is layer inner or parietal is inner? Visceral is inner. So this splanchnopluric mesoderm, it will be lining the extra embryonic mesoderm from inside, and the somatic layer will line the extra embryonic mesoderm from outside. So this is the extra embryonic coelomic cavity. So this way two layers of the mesoderm are derived. Now one more thing which is happening inside the endometrium at the time of implantation, that is the decidual reaction. The certain changes are occurring in the endometrial cells to for the implantation purpose. What is this reaction? After implantation, the cells of the endometrium will become polyhedral and they will be loaded with glycogen and lipids. Intercellular spaces are filled with extravasate and the tissue becomes edematous. This whole reaction which is occurring in the endometrium at the time of implantation, when the cells are filled with the lipids and glycogen, they have become polyhedral also. So this whole reaction is known as decidual reaction. So it is also occurring during second week of development. अभी खत्म नहीं हुआ है second week. अब क्या होगा कि जो primitive yolk sac है, by around 14th day after fertilization, primitive yolk sac will be converted into, or the primary yolk sac will be converted into secondary yolk sac. Here you can see a portion of the primary yolk sac. It will be pinched off, and this pinched off portion is known as exocoelomic cyst. So after the cyst is discarded or it has separated from the primitive yolk sac, now this primary yolk sac is known as secondary yolk sac. So by around 14th day after fertilization, the primary or the primitive yolk sac will be converted into secondary yolk sac. Epiblast and hypoblast. Epiblast are which kind of cells? Columnar cells, and hypoblasts are cuboidal cells. And there are two layers in the outer cell mass or the trophoblast. Which are those two layers? Cytotrophoblast and the syncytiotrophoblasts. Then there are two cavities. All of you sit down. Then there are two cavities also. Who will describe these cavities? कौन describe करेगा? Raise your hands. There are two cavities also which have appeared in the second week. हाँ बोलो, कौन का नाम तो पता ही है. हाँ बोलो. Amniotic cavity and the yolk sac cavity or the exocoelomic cavity. So amniotic cavity is lined by amniogenic cells at one end, and at the other end it is lined by epiblast. And the exocoelomic cavity is lined by hypoblast and Husser's membrane and the hypoblast. Then there is extra embryonic coelom also, which has appeared in the later part of the second week. So extra embryonic coelomic cavity is lined by two layers of the extra embryonic mesoderm. उनके क्या नाम है? Somatopluric mesoderm and the splanchnopluric mesoderm. So if you want to remember second week, it is 2, 2 and 2. Two layers in the inner cell mass, epiblast, hypoblast. Two layers in the outer cell mass, cytotrophoblast and syncytiotrophoblasts. Two cavities, amniotic cavity and the yolk sac cavity. The exocoelomic cavity, sorry, extraembryonic coelom, it appears in the later part of the second week. So that is also a cavity in the second week. So there is the development of the primary placental villi has started in the second week of development. There is formation of secondary or definitive yolk sac. कैसे बना primary yolk sac से secondary yolk sac? By the expulsion of exocoelomic cyst. So when the cyst it separates from the primary primitive yolk sac, it is converted into secondary or definitive yolk sac. Now this definitive yolk sac will persist for some time. Then expansion of the chorionic cavity. There the chorionic plate is formed and a connecting stalk is formed. So how the connecting stalk is formed, how the chorionic plate is formed, that I tell you. Chorionic plate क्या है? Chorionic plate is formed by the cytotrophoblast and the syncytiotrophoblast. These two combinedly form the primary villus, and this layer it is combinedly known as the chorionic plate, and the cavity which it surrounds is the chorionic cavity. अब ये chorionic cavity कहाँ है वो हम देखते हैं. Then you can see this exocoelomic cavity, sorry, this extraembryonic coelom, it is everywhere, but at one place this extraembryonic coelomic cavity is not there. And here you can see this whole product of conception, it is connected to the side, or we can say the inner cell mass is connected to the outer cell mass at one connection. This connection is known as connecting stalk. So why this connection is left? Because there is no extraembryonic coelomic cavity there. ये यहाँ पे पूरा extraembryonic coelom बन जाएगा. वो mesodermal cells जो हैं वो migrate हो जाएंगे, लेकिन एक point पे कहीं पे जाके inner cell mass और outer cell mass connected रहेंगे. That connection is the connecting stalk. And we know that if you imagine a bigger fetus, the fetus is connected to the placenta by umbilical cord. So this connecting stalk will be the future umbilical cord. So at one portion, one side there is placenta, and at the other side it is. Now this is the, I would say, transverse section of the villi or villus. If we take the transverse section of a placental villi, it has a core of cytotrophoblast. Then at the periphery, it has got syncytiotrophoblast. Secondary villus will have a mesodermal core also, because mesoderm will appear. So extraembryonic mesoderm will come in the secondary villus, and tertiary villus will be invaded by the fetal blood. Placenta में exactly क्या हो रहा है? There is exchange between the fetal blood and the maternal blood. So in the intervillus space there is maternal blood, and inside the villus there is fetal blood. So these are actually the fetal capillaries or fetal arteries and veins which have formed and which have invaded the secondary villus. ये पूरा पढ़ेंगे हम placenta कैसे form हुआ, लेकिन secondary villus तक I would say कि ये कहाँ तक इसका formation its beginning, or it has started to develop in the second week of development. So we will read the placenta in detail. इस second week of development में uterine endometrium को हम कुछ compartments में divide कर सकते हैं. Uterine endometrium can be divided into decidua basalis, decidua capsularis, and decidua parietalis. So how will you define decidua basalis, capsularis, and parietalis? Which is decidua basalis? Outermost, innermost. ये कौन सा पार्ट है? वो लेबल्ड है. जहाँ पे ये ट्रोफोब्लास्ट इन्वेड कर रहे हैं जितना पार्ट एंडोमेट्रियम का, दिस इज decidua basalis. And the endometrium which is covering the fetus on the other pole or at the other end, that is Decidua capsularis. क्योंकि हमने कहा था ना कि जहां से उसने इन्वेट करना शुरू करा, जब वो पूरा चला गया तो फाइब्रिन प्लग किससे रिप्लेस हो जाएगा? इट इज अगेन रिप्लेस्ड बाय द यूटेराइन एंडोमेट्रियम. So this portion of the uterine endometrium is known as Decidua capsularis, and rest of the lining of the uterine cavity is known as Decidua parietalis. So Decidua basalis, Decidua capsularis and Decidua parietalis. One more change also occurs in the second week of development, that is the formation of the precaudal plate. Now this precaudal plate is formed by the elongation of certain hypoblast cells. अभी तक क्या है कि polarity of the embryonic disc is not decided. Polarity is fixed by third week of development. कि माउथ कहाँ होगा, टेल एंड कौन सा होगा, एंटीरियर, पोस्टीरियर, ये सब अभी कुछ भी नहीं पता है टिल सेकेंड वीक ऑफ डेवलपमेंट. सो इन द बाय द एंड of the second week of development, at one end the hypoblast cells become columnar and they fuse with the epiblast cells at one end. By the fusion of the epiblast cells and the hypoblast cells, a plate is formed. That plate is known as precaudal plate, and this precaudal plate in the future it will form the buccopharyngeal membrane. You know that in the buccopharyngeal membrane there is no mesoderm, there is only ectoderm and the endoderm. So at one end the hypoblast cells, they have become columnar and the precaudal plate will be formed. So by day 14 the flat bilaminar germ disc has got two layers and there is formation of procaudal or precaudal plate. There is it is the thickened circular area of the hypoblast. It indicates the future site of the mouth and it forms the endodermal layer of the buccopharyngeal membrane. So in the buccopharyngeal membrane there are two layers, the ectoderm and the endoderm. There is no mesoderm in the precaudal plate. Oh. Now, clinical correlation. What is the normal site of implantation? Upper part of the uterus, fundus. It may be anterior wall or the posterior wall. What are the abnormal sites of implantation and common? Fallopian tube, that is the most common site for the ectopic implantation. And which part of the fallopian tube? The ampullary part. I would say ki, no, it is not for the fertilization, it is for the implantation. So implantation can occur in the ampullary part of the fallopian tube. Then implantation can also occur in the lower part of the uterus also. Then this condition is known as placenta previa, because placenta in that condition will be covering the inner os. If the implantation occurs in lower part of the uterus, then it will be covering in the internal os. So placenta previa can occur. Then inhibition of the implantation can also occur, and for the pregnancy testing the HCG can be used. So these are the abnormal sites of implantation. Implantation can also occur inside the ovaries also, in the ampullary part, in the body of the tube, in the isthmus also. These are the abnormal sites of the implantation. Then implantation can also occur in the abdomen. Also the mesentery can be involved. The pouch of implantation can occur in the pouch of Douglas also. So abdominal implantation, ovarian implantation, tubal ectopic pregnancy is the most common kind of ectopic pregnancy. And usually the ectopic pregnancy, it ends with the rupture of the tube. So after 1.5 months of the implantation, usually the rupture can occur, and ectopic implantation can also occur in the pouch of Douglas behind the uterus. So this is abdominal kind of implantation. Now this is the summary of the first week and the second week. The implantation begins at the end of the first week. There is degeneration of zona pellucida at which day? How many days after fertilization zona pellucida disappears? 4 to 5 days or 5th day after fertilization, zona pellucida disappears. Then attachment of the blastocyst to the endometrial stroma. So that means the stage of the product of conception at which implantation occurs is the blastocyst stage. It doesn't occur at in morula stage. And then there occurs differentiation of trophoblast, sinking of the blastocyst under epithelium. Beginning of uteroplacental circulation also occurs in the second week, and then there is formation of chorionic villi. Now will you answer these questions? 1, 2, 3 कौन आंसर करेगा? हाँ बेटा, आप बताओगे? तुमको पूछ रही हूँ. हाँ, ब्लैक शर्ट में. हाँ नहीं, उसको पूछ रही थी पीछे. हाँ, 1 क्या है, 2 क्या है और 3 क्या है? हाँ नहीं, और कोई खुशी के ला. हाँ हाँ, सिट डाउन. तुम बता रहे हो, कुछ बता रहे हो. 1, 2 और 3 में से कुछ तो जरूरी नहीं है. 1 बताओ, 2, 3 में से कुछ पता है? हाँ, कोई गेस? अच्छा ठीक है, हाँ बोलो. फर्स्ट इज, दिस इज व्हाट? ये हाइपोब्लास्ट है या कुछ और है? क्या है वो? पिंक कलर का क्या है? 3 कैविटीज दिख रही है. 2 इज व्हाट? एमनियोटिक कैविटी. 3 इज yolk sac cavity, and this cavity is extra embryonic coelom. तो अब सिट डाउन. ये बताएगी 1 क्या है फिर? अच्छा, 1 कौन बताएगा? एक्स्ट्रा एम्ब्रियोनिक सीलोम इज लाइंड बाय somatopleuric mesoderm and splanchnopluric mesoderm. So 1 is what? Somatic और splanchnopluric? ये somatic है या splanchnopluric है? ये क्या है बाहर वाली? External one is somatic and inner one is splanchnopluric. So this is splanchnopluric layer of the mesoderm which is lining the extra embryonic coelom. So 3 cavities: amniotic, yolk sac and the extra embryonic coelom. अब कौन बताएगा? Raise your hands. वही है? अच्छा, 1, 2 और 3 वही है. ओके. ये क्या है? 3 क्या है? कौन सी कैविटी है? हाँ, कौन सी कैविटी है? yolk sac कैविटी. ये कौन से सेल्स हैं? हाइपोब्लास्ट. और फ्लैटेंड सेल्स क्या है? ह्यूजर्स मेम्ब्रेन. अच्छा, इसमें थर्ड कैविटी अपीयर नहीं हुई है बिटवीन ह्यूजर्स मेम्ब्रेन एंड दी साइटोट्रोफोब्लास्ट. दैट थर्ड कैविटी इज नोन एज एक्स्ट्रा एम्ब्रियोनिक सीलोम विच इज लाइंड बाय सोमैटोप्लूरिक लेयर एंड दी स्प्लैंक्निक लेयर. सो वी विल सी अ वीडियो, अगर वो चल जाता है तो. कोई बात नहीं, 2 घंटे से तुम लोग फ्री भी थे, है ना? तो फिर क्या कर रहे थे इस फ्री टाइम में? सिर्फ एक वीडियो ही देखना है, ये सब नहीं. फीटल मेम्ब्रेन्स नहीं कराऊंगी.